Suddenly the guards spring into action, drawing their jagged swords and raising them in readiness to strike. Your bluff has not deceived them, and they're determined to capture you, dead or alive.
Most preferably dead, since they are springing at us with, lifted weapons.
Okay, pull the sword.
Yep.
Roll the sword.
Right.
That's-
Roll the die.
10.
Right. The first creature to slash at you immediately has cause to regret his action, as you got him like the pig he is. Roll again.
6.
Okay. In this exact moment, the guy, his comrade, managed to get a powerful blow in. Unfortunately, the guy's not exactly a super warrior, so it only inflicts 1 endurance points worth of damage. Yeah. Then you punch him in the face hard enough to crack his skull and punch out several teeth into his throat. He's not dead, but he does not look good.
Why not just kill him and end his suffering then?
Roll the die.
7.
Right. The guy's choking on his teeth and is distracted for a moment, which is all you need to turn him into confetti. Quickly you enter and follow a corridor that sweeps away in a smooth curving arc. A line of doors, each one painted with the symbol of a writhing serpent, marches past on either side. A line of doors, each one painted with the symbol of a writhing serpent, marches past on either side. Well, hello there. Just go on your way, door. I mean, I know what they're trying to say, that the doors are passing you as you run by. But seriously, the door marches past on either side. It's like Alice in Wonderland, but with doors. The doors are invariably closed and the heavy iron bolts are locked in position. You ignore them and hurry on towards a distant staircase, but it's here that you sense that the power of the last Lordstone is at its strongest. The staircase opens onto a balcony which overlooks a large circular hall. Here the floor is made of a polished blue-black marble that gleams like the still waters of a lake. At one end stands a massive table cluttered with artifacts, scrolls, and many strange potions and powders that hints at the practice of alchemy. At the opposite end of the hall is a towering arch, its surface sculptured with all manners of creatures, many of which stir a deep loathing with you. Beneath the arch is a complete darkness. No light at all penetrates or reflects in this inky abyss, for this is the Shadow Gate of Sandai, the doorway back to your home world. A sudden sound makes you spin on your heel. Instantly you crouch down for combat. A small group of people, dressed in costumes that look vaguely familiar, are marching along the corridor towards the balcony. To avoid them, you hurry down a narrow stair, that leads to a hall below, and take cover behind the overladen table. From your hiding place, you observe the group make their entrance. There are 6 of them. 4 men, 1 woman, and 1 other who walks with a stoop at the center of the group, and whom you cannot see clearly. You concentrate on their clothing, for there's something about its cut and style that is definitely familiar. Yet you cannot pinpoint what it is. Then you suddenly recognize it, and the shock makes you draw breath. They are wearing Sommerlund costumes. So,
Why?
Yeah.
I don't know. The 5 visible faces are now all too familiar to you. Luvius Court, the poisoner of Tyser. Falco, highwayman and cutthroat. Aita Nimita, the witch of the Kelun Denials. Porgron, murderer. And Gardavis, chief druid of Malice Mount, necromancer, and cannibal. These are 5 of the Sommerlund's most notorious criminals, all of whom were sentenced to be thrown into the Shadow Gate of Toran for their crimes.
Oh, fuck, then I know who the last one is.
5 pairs of startled eyes glare at the table, alerted by your gasp, and the slick sound of blades leaving oiled scabbards soon follow. The 4 men and the woman Ayeta raise their swords and step forward to challenge you. As they move apart, you see the 6th member of the group clearly, and an icy chill runs down your spine. Slowly you shake your head in disbelief, as your stare is returned by the cold, malicious eyes of Vonotar the traitor.
It's the wizard we faced in the 2nd book.
And 3rd book, yep. Here's a
Guy with the
picture.
rowboat?
Yep, that guy.
Row your boat.
And yeah, so here's the picture of the group.
Oh.
Oh, fudge.
Long have I waited for this chance to enact my revenge on you, lone wolf! He hisses, his loathsome voice filling the hall with sibilant echoes. And now my time has come! Kill him! He screams maniacally, and the five spring forward, eager to obey his command. You're now fighting the villains of Sommerlund.
Roll the
This-
die.
Yep.
This fucking book just doesn't want to give up. It wants to kill us.
Yep.
6.
Okay, let me just calculate the combat difference here for a moment. That would be... yeah, and you rolled a 6. Right, you managed to dodge one blow by vaulting over the table, but not quite managed to avoid the curved blade of cord. So, yeah, you lose... What was it you rolled? 6?
Yeah.
6. You lose 4 endurance points. You return the slash and wound him greatly, but not fatally.
Huh. 7.
Right. You rectify that mistake immediately and stab his fat gut, sending the guy howling to the floor. Immediately you turn around and try to block the blade of Falco, who's, well, trying to do his distinctive stick of murdering people. And what was your roll again? I sometimes get lost in all this.
7.
7, right. You don't quite manage to parry it, so you lose 3 endurance points.
Oh, 8. Am I just
8?
counting now?
I don't know. In any case, you launch the blade out of his hand and finish up the highwayman once and for all. This time, no second chance for this guy. Alright. Then your next opponent attacks, and the witch girl manages to almost stab you in the throat, but just managed to slice your neck instead. You lose 2 endurance points. Roll it again.
Fair enough. 8.
Right. You step forward and manage to pierce your blade through her thin armor, and she screams in pain in response and claws at your face with all her might. Which isn't much, but still 2 endurance points.
10.
10, right. You rip your blade out of her side and send her blood and organs spilling all over the floor as you swing around and immediately engage your next opponent, the guy named Pogron, who's simply a murderer. He doesn't get a fancy title as the others. And you managed to surprise him. He didn't expect to react that quickly. And you managed to give him a great wound and press him back. Roll the die again.
6.
Right. You chop off his head, but immediately the druid guy, what was his name? God of S, attacks you from the side and slashes at you. You lose 3 endurance points. Roll it again.
10.
You roll around. You immediately turn around, lob off his arm, and stick your blade deep into his hand and send the mad druid howling back, gasping for air as blood fills his throat. You just slaughtered 5 of the most notorious criminals in all of your land's history. You feel good, but kind of bad from all the wounds, and you're covered in blood. And there's one left.
6.
And he's a wizard.
Yep. As the last of your enemies falls dead at your feet, the traitor vents a shrill cry of terror and scurries like a bloated spider towards the Shadow Gate. In his hands, he clutches a bandit-laden box, and as he runs, he works furiously at the lock. Suddenly, the lid springs back, and your senses burn as the power of the last lost stone is uncovered. Now instinct alone guides your action. You sprint towards him, determined to stop him from entering the Shadow Gate. He squeals with fear and turns to face you. His hand raised, a ring of blue fire pulsating on his finger. He screams a curse, and a jet of cold fire launches at your chest, slams you to the floor. You lose 5 endurance points.
Damn!
Which means we're dead.
No, we still have 1 point left.
As you stagger to your feet, the traitor runs forward to finish you with another blast. You dive aside and the blast tears open the floor, but before you can launch another, you leap forward and attack. You're now fighting the bonus of a traitor, armed with a power ring. He's immune to Mind Blast and Psy Search. Oh, and there's a picture of him.
Oh.
So, yeah. Is it just me or do wizards never get the good hats?
No, weird.
That is a stupid hat.
Yeah. That
Yeah,
is.
he's got the sun emblem and then the Christmas tree above it. What?
I don't know what he's going for. Maybe
He's
it
an
gives good.
evil Santa Claus, god damn it.
I just think he has it for the stat boost because he's definitely a bit off than last time. In any case, yeah, you have only 31 in combat skill for this one, so yeah, roll a die.
What did I roll? 10.
Right. You block another blast of magic with your summer spell, sending careening into the roof before you charge forward and stab the guy in the stomach. He howls in pain. Roll the die.
Okay. 8.
And then you rip open his side with gusto. You have won.
Wow!
I was
I
afraid.
thought he was actually going to get a blow in on us there.
Nope, and you only had 21 endurance points, so yeah. And you can
I
do
was-
a lot of brutal damage even with 1 point in combat skill advantage.
I was a bit afraid that he would, yeah, again, wizard and all that, blah, 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 blah. I was afraid that he was just going to touch the sword and then with the blood that he is already spilling, send some kind of electricity current towards us.
Nope! You killed the bastard! Bonatar lies dead on the black marble floor, his torn body oozing a blood that is thin and vile like poisonous venom. Goddamn, even the guy's blood is ugly. You roll his corpse aside and take up the lore stone in your trembling hands. Instantly, an overwhelming wave of power is transfused into your being, and you feel lifted in mind and body to a level of consciousness that transcends your mortal frame. You surrender to its power, and under its guidance you are drawn inexorably towards the arc of the Shadow Gate. Willingly, you step into the darkness and begin your triumphant return to the world where you were born. Your quest has succeeded, for the essence of the remaining 2 lore stones is now one with your body and spirit. But the final struggle has yet to be won, for the power of your mortal enemies, the Dark Lords of Helgedad, has waxed and grown strong during your time in the Dacian. If you possess the courage of a true Kind Master, the ultimate battle awaits you. So, that was the Prisoners of Time. What did you all think?
Cool.
It was pretty cool. It got a bit drug-addled at one point, but between that and after that, it was pretty consistent. Just we had this point that was suddenly like a dream sequence. Really weird.
To put it mildly.
Yeah. What did you 2 other things?
Well, here, from my point of view, it just felt like the book just got from being very adventurous to being very keen on murdering the living hell out of us.
And failing just barely. I am impressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually thought that guy was going to end you with that final blast, but nope.
Maybe we could even quote Nicolas Cage with "I eat pain for breakfast."
Yeah. And to think if you have rolled any lower than 8, you would have died.
Damn.
Huh. What do you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, overall I would say that was pretty interesting, but right now I cannot come up with anything special to add, to be quite honest.
That's fair enough.
How much further can we... How much more books are there left? 1?
Actually, there are 9 left.
Okay.
So yeah. But what did you think of the book?
That was kinda neat. We got to
Alright.
fight some cool enemies and so on.
Yep.
What more can you really ask for?
Who knows? In any case, this has been Eric Cobra.
And Rana Narja.
Warlord 1.
And give an ear.
And this has been Let's Play Lone Wolf Blind. See you all around.
See you around, folks.
See ya.
Bye bye.